Welcome students. Now we are going to start the next chapter, that is chapter number 2, polynomials. This is the introduction part of polynomials. In our previous class, we have learned about expressions, various operations on them. It means rationalizing the denominators by using laws of exponents or addition of the real rational numbers. Here we shall review these concepts and extend about a particular type of expressions known as polynomials. Okay, now in this, what are the different terms related to the polynomials? We'll see what the term means. We'll see in detail now. First of all, constants. Nice symbol having a fixed numerical value. It means only a number itself, no other variables. Okay, it means only and only a number will be there. In that case, it will be considered as an constant. Same way, if in a case of variable, a symbol which may be assigned to different numerical value is known as variable. In this symbol, if I apply any variable, okay, any alphabetical term, that is 6x, 5x, 7x, that x value will be said to as an variable. Here one example has been given to you, that is circumference is equals to 2 pi r. We know that circumference is 2 pi r. So 2 is a number, pi we know that it is a number, 22/7, it is a constant value, but r will change from circle to circle. Okay, so here r is a variable as well as circumference is variable, because if r value is changed, then circumference value will be changed. Okay, that only it has been written over here. Here 2 and pi are constants, while c and r are variables. Next is algebraic expressions. Now, when constant variables are connected by some addition, multiplication, division or subtraction is known as an algebraic expressions. Okay, now what are the terms of an algebraic expressions? Now in this, the several parts of an algebraic expressions are separated by plus or minus operations are called the terms of the expressions. This is one equation given to us. In this equation, how we can identify how many terms are there? So you could easily see that 5x square minus 9x plus 14. So total 3 terms are there which is being separated by minus or addition. So each number or variable associated with is considered to be as an terms. So here we can see that there are 3 terms, that is one is 5x square, one is minus 9x and one is plus 4. Okay, now see the standard form of a polynomial. Now we know that standard polynomial means what? Polynomial in which is either expressed in the form of x or in any variable, that is y, z or any alphabetical term, either in ascending power of x or either in descending power of x. You know what is ascending and descending? I'll give you one example. Let us take x power 4, 3x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1. Now you can see that here power of variable is decreasing. For once it is 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I'm talking about powers. Okay, you just see the powers. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Either it will be increasing or either it will be decreasing. Okay, so in this case, you would see that the power are decreasing here. So if an equation is in this form, then it is considered to be as an polynomial. Okay, now polynomials of various degrees. Degrees means what? In an equation you could see that I have given you an example. The highest power is said to be as an degree of the equation. So in this equation you could find that highest power is 4. So for this equation, degree is 4. Okay, but when degree is 1, what will say? When degree is 2, what will be the name of that polynomial? That we are going to see now based on their degrees. Now the first polynomial is linear polynomial. Linear polynomial means what? When the highest power is 1 or degree of the equation is 1, then it is said to be as an linear polynomial. A linear polynomial in x is the form of ax plus b. You could see that x having a highest power as 1. So the degree of the equation is 1. So we'll say that it is a linear polynomial. Here condition is very important, that A and B are real numbers. Real numbers means what? It will include rational or irrational numbers. You could see the first video of the chapter number 1. In that I have already explained you what are the numbers belonging to the real numbers. Now another condition, that A should not be equals to 0. Why A is not equals to 0? For example, in this equation, if A is 0 means what? Only a constant term is left out. If a constant term is left out, then it won't be a linear polynomial. You could see that A is what? If I talk about this equation, is it a linear polynomial? Yes. Why? Because the highest power of the equation is 1. So we'll consider as a linear polynomial. Now if I ask what is the value of A and what is the value of B in this equation, so term which is associated with x, that will be considered as A. So A is plus 5 and the remaining term will be considered as B. If A is 0 here, then x won't be here in this case. If x is not there, then only a number will be there. So at that time we know that a number itself is said to be as a constant number. So in a linear polynomial, degree should be 1 and A should not be equals to 0. Next is quadratic polynomial. Now you are clear about what is degree. If the degree is 2, then it is called as an quadratic polynomial. So it means in our equation highest power will be 2 and we'll say that it is a quadratic polynomial. Again there is a condition that A should not be equals to 0. So you could see that the standard form will be ax square plus bx plus c. Here the term associated with x square will be considered as an a, with x will be considered as an b, and the constant term will be c over here. And we'll see one example, 3x square minus 8x plus 9. It is a quadratic polynomial because degree of the equation is 2. How we'll identify degree? We'll see the highest power in the variable. Variable what? X. So here variable is x. Highest power is 2. So we'll consider degree is 2. Therefore it is a quadratic polynomial. Okay. Now same way cubic polynomial. The term cube itself says that degree will be 3. Degree again a highest power will be 3. So for it again we will be having a standard form. So you could see that ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Again a condition, a, b, c and d are real numbers. They are real numbers. It means either rational or irrational, but condition is there a should not be equals to 0. Because if this a is 0, it means no x cube will be there. So what it will be? Bx square plus cx plus d. It means it is a quadratic. But we are talking about cubic. So a should not be equals to 0. Now the fourth one, that is biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic means what? Here again a degree of 4. Then it is said to as biquadratic or quartic polynomial. So whenever the highest power of the equation is 4, then we will say that it is a biquadratic or quartic polynomial. Again there will be a same case. A, B, C, D all will be real numbers and A will not be equals to 0. Again an example over given here. Just look at that. You could easily identify that highest power of the equation is 4. Now the next is how to identify it is a polynomial of which term. So you could see that number of terms in a polynomial. How will identify? Monomial. Monomial means what? Mono means what? 1. So in a polynomial, if it is having only one term, I have already explained to you what is term. If you split the polynomial and if you count those polynomials, count those numbers, we'll consider it as a term. So here polynomial containing only one term. It means if in a polynomial you are getting a single term, either 9, either minus 14, either 6x, either 7x cube, minus 14x square. So each, or if your equation is having only one term, then will be considered as a monomial. Binomial, if it has two terms, then it will be saying to be as binomial. Bi means what? 2. So 2 means what? 1 and 2. Two terms are there and both, and it should be non-zero. It means it should not be equals to 0. Then we'll say that it is a binomial. Now trinomial, a polynomial containing 3 non-zero terms. It means again it should not be equals to 0. Then we'll say that it is a trinomial. Okay. Example, you could see here that trinomial, I've already explained you, that is tri means 3. So an example is given to you. Let us take x square plus 2x minus 3. So we'll count the terms. So if I split it, I'll be getting 1, 2 and 3 terms. So 3 terms means what? It is a trinomial. Now the last introduction topic, that is zero polynomial. Zero polynomial means what? A polynomial consisting of one term, namely 0. It means if you are having one term and it is having 0 in it, then we will consider as an zero polynomial, and the degree of the zero polynomial is not defined. This is a question of 1 mark, so be clear about it. Zero polynomial, it means what will be the power over here? Power won't be defined here because we don't know. If I take 0 power 100 also, then we won't identify the exact value over there. So here zero polynomial is not defined. It means what? Not defined? The degree is not defined over here. So from this we can conclude our introduction part of chapter number 2, that is polynomials. Thank you.